What's up, everyone? How are we doing? Thank you for tuning in. As always, if you guys like these videos, feel free to like, subscribe, and comment your thoughts, or comments, multiple comments, your thoughts down below. As we talk about this, if you guys have any comments or questions, let me know. But today we're talking about exercises. Yes, the world of exercises. If you're on social media, I'm sure you've seen 1,001 exercises be claimed to do this, X, Y, and Z. And you as a consumer of exercises, a coach, your own trainer, yourself, or just you wanting to work out, you might get a little confused at times as to what exercises are best. Now, I'm not going to dive into the specifics here of like, oh, this exercise is for that or that exercise is for this. I'm going to give you a very foundational concept. And there's two things. One, it's called motor learning. So what you do, you get better at doing. And number two is called, I'm blanking on the name right now, my goodness. Not transitive, it is transferability. Transferability is the word I'm looking for. So that's how well an exercise helps another exercise or another goal of yours. So when training, we have a goal, right? We have a purpose. We want to do something. I want to get better. I want to run fast, jump high, get strong, whatever it might be, you have a goal. Cool. All right, now within that goal, you're going to select exercises to help improve that goal. And so you're looking for exercises that if you get better at, they transfer to helping you improve that goal. Like maybe you want to have a big bench press and your triceps are weak at lockout, so you might do a floor press because in theory that might help you lock out the bench press better. Sure, seems logical, might transfer. But how do we know if it actually transfers? Well, that's the whole idea of tracking and actually understanding what you're doing, but there's a confounding variable. Let me get into it really quick. One is there's a thing called motor learning. So what you do, you get better at doing. And so as a trainer, you might pick a new exercise. You might go, I want to try this exercise. The success or the utility of that exercise is not dependent on the progress you make in that exercise. That is so important. More times than not, people do an exercise and they judge its utility on its ability to progress. So I do this new exercise, I get better at doing this exercise, therefore the exercise is good. Well, we didn't even look at transfer. Did that exercise help you get better at your goal? So rule number one is, if you get better at that exercise and it's not helping you get better at your goal, then maybe it's not the most useful. The utility of that exercise is low. It's not the most useful exercise for what you're trying to achieve. And number two is that you're going to get better at just about everything. And so if your perspective is if I get better, it is useful, and i.e. not get better, but I get better at that specific exercise. So I do this exercise, and if I get better at this exercise, therefore is useful. If that's your kind of framework, well, every exercise is going to be useful because everything you do, you're going to get better at because it's called motor learning. What happens is when you do something, the first time you do it, like you're riding a bike or a skateboard, or the first time you're trying to play the piano, whatever it might be, your skill level is so low you don't know how to use all your muscles and use them appropriately. As I play my piano here, right? You just don't know how to organize them. And so just by practicing the movement and learning the skill, you get better at organizing your muscles and actions, and you express more force. Now you get better at the movement. And so everyone will do a movement and probably not be very good or as good as they could be the first time. You'll get better later on. And if you're deeming the utility of a movement based on whether you can improve it, well, every movement's going to be improved because of just basic motor learning. And as it is, more times than not, movements are of some loading progression. So you can add weight or whatever it might be, but that doesn't mean it's useful. The utility of an exercise needs to be judged in how it translates to a goal. So at the end of the day, don't just think about, if I get better, this movement is going to help me. It's how is this movement, if I get better at it, helping me achieve other movements, goals in my training journey to help me get better. So I want to keep it short, sweet, and to the point because I think that's going to help a lot of people out there. Because you see so many exercises. What should I do? Well, what is your goal? Let's try some exercises that we think might fit into that goal. If I get better at that exercise and it's not improving my goal, maybe it's not very useful. But just getting better at the exercise itself is not the best means of assessing the utility of that exercise. So I appreciate you guys listening. I hope you enjoyed. As always, take care.